Every year, approximately 1.4 million people die in a car crash. That means that getting in your car is the most dangerous thing you can do for 99% of the population. I've been going on about this for a long time. It actually is something I don't understand. I don't understand why we don't address the fact that trucks, semi-trucks, are so incredibly dangerous. Sounds crazy. And I'm not talking about emissions here. I'm talking about the way they drive. I believe personally the most dangerous thing on the road is the way that internal combustion or diesel powered semi-trucks drive currently. And it's not the driver's fault. Usually it's not. I'm staggered. It's beyond my belief that it's legal for so many of these trucks to be driving in the way that they drive. Now hang with me here. You probably think I'm sounding crazy, but if you see this video, you'll see what I mean. I keep on making this point. I don't understand why it is we don't address just how dangerous they are. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. It's great to see you. Thank you for tuning in. My name's Sam Evans. And when I was driving recently with my boys from Melbourne to Newcastle, it's about 11 or 12 hour drive, I had the same problem. Every single time that I drive from Melbourne to Sydney, or Sydney to Melbourne, or Melbourne to Brisbane, every single time I drive on the main highways in Australia, I see this issue. In particular though, on the highways where they have hills. On a flat highway, trucks are usually not an issue. I think they're probably safer than most car drivers. But when there's a hill, everything changes. Completely changes. Tesla Semi changes the game. It makes driving safe. The reason why it can actually get up a hill. Now here's my point, hang with me. Imagine you're in your car, right? You're doing 120 kilometers an hour, 110 kilometers an hour, something like that. That's about, say, 75 miles an hour. That's normal on freeways. 80 miles an hour. That's very, very common on freeways. You come around a corner on a freeway. There's lots of corners on freeways all over the world. I've ridden them on my bicycle. I rode 20,000 kilometers around the world on my bicycle and I saw them everywhere. And I even rode on a lot of freeways too. You come around a corner and there's a truck in front of you doing 15 miles an hour. You've got to slow down from 80 to 15 within a pretty short space of time. You might be thinking, well, just change lanes. Change lanes and everything will be fine. Well, the problem is you don't have much time to assess whether you can change lanes. And sometimes, in fact, very often in Australia, there's another truck in the other lane doing 5 miles an hour faster than the one in your lane. That, my friends, in my opinion, is the most dangerous hazard we face on the roads on a regular basis. Why is it the most dangerous? I mean, there's people do all kinds of stupid shit all the time on the roads. It's very common, but trucks are doing this every single minute of the day. That's the difference. The difference is they can't avoid this. There's nothing they can do about it. Their trucks, in fact, 95% of semi-trucks on the road are drastically underpowered. Imagine this. Imagine if you saw a granny driving on the highway at 15 miles an hour. Would you say, yeah, that's okay? Would police say, yeah, no, not a problem. Just keep doing your 15 miles an hour on the freeway? What about if a cyclist? What about if one cyclist was in one lane, the right lane, another cyclist was in the other lane, both doing about 25 kilometers an hour up a hill and blocking the traffic on a freeway? Now imagine them doing that all day long, constantly. That's what's happening. Now, I see this all the time. Very, very, very common, especially at certain times of day, especially at night time when it's dark and you're less likely to be able to be confident to deal with this kind of scenario. Now, a Tesla Semi was spotted and it proves my point. You can see in this video, it's driving up a hill and it has no problems maintaining a pretty decent road speed on a freeway. On the other hand, the internal combustion engine powered trucks don't. So the Semi just flies past them. That's why not necessarily Tesla Semi, but electric semis will be so much safer than gasoline and diesel powered trucks. Rant over. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.